Dear President of the General Assembly, dear Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, while the world is still fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, another infestation continues to ravage. Corruption remains an insidious pandemic. It disrupts societies and destroys economic opportunities. It undermines democracy and the rule of law, violates human rights, and galvanizes organized crime. Corruption exists in all countries, rich or poor, large or small. But it has its worst effects in the developing world. In fact, corruption is one of the biggest impediments to achieving the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. Already before COVID-19 struck, corruption was costing the global economy a staggering $3.6 trillion every year. If this continues, we could fail to achieve the SDGs by 2030. Therefore, this summit comes very timely. We must take action now. Austria suggests the following to make a difference. It is high time to tap the full potential of the UN Convention Against Corruption. With 187 parties, it is the only global legal instrument we have at our disposal against corruption. But we have to practice what we preach. Our commitments enshrined in the Convention must guide not only our policies of tomorrow, but our actions of today. Accountability is key in this respect, and perpetrators of corruption must not go unpunished. However, we also know prevention is always better than the cure. The best vaccine against the pandemic of corruption is to educate people, to build a culture of integrity, to teach ethical decision-making. I am therefore pleased that the General Assembly, in its political declaration, urges states to extend anti-corruption training and education. That is where the International Anti-Corruption Academy, which has its seat in Austria, comes in. The IACA is the only international organization exclusively devoted to anti-corruption training and education. So far, it has trained more than 3,000 participants from over 160 countries. A few months ago, the Austrian government has reaffirmed its financial and other support to the Academy for the coming years. I would like to invite all states which have not yet done so to join the IACA and to benefit from its experiences. In addition, Austria is proud to host the UN Office on Drugs and Crime, the UN Convention Against Corruption Conference of State Parties and its subgroups, as well as the International Organization for Supreme Audit Institutions. They make Vienna the hub for the international fight against corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, Austria has always been a key advocate for the rule of law. A culture of integrity can only flourish within the clear legal framework and strong domestic institutions. And let me be frank, there is always room for improvement, including in my own country. Therefore, earlier this year, the Austrian government has put forward a proposal for a new Freedom of Information Act. Once adopted by the Austrian Parliament, the law will constitute a paradigm shift for Austria's public administration. We all need to push for such a paradigm shift at a global scale. I am confident that the special session of today can trigger such a change to bolster our immune system against corruption and to put us back on track to realize the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you for your attention.